What's up, guys, on YouTube? This is Coin Operated Rides and Fidget Spinners 2000. Back again. Now today, we're going to be discussing chords on the dulcimer and tuning. Now, honestly, this dulcimer is quite frustrating to tune, so I'm only going to keep it in one tuning, which is 156. For this dulcimer, this particular dulcimer, that is D-A-B, or if you like to think of it as dab, you can think of it that way. But the tuning is the bass string, so the bass string is D, the middle string is A, so bass is D, middle is A, and the two strings, the two melody, are tuned to B. Now, D-A-A is what we normally tune to get a major scale, and we also tune to D-A-D. But this particular model, D-A-B, I'm having to substitute for the scale. So I'm going to try and lift my dulcimer up as much as I can so y'all can see what chord that I'm playing. The first one, your scale, is actually going to start on your second fret, which is this one right here. That's where your scale is going to start. Now, I'm gonna show you my strum pattern. My strum pattern is normally, I like to strum in, but if you like to strum out, that's fine. I'll try and do both. In for the in strummers and out for the out strummers. So, I'm more comfortable with the strumming in. So, here I'm going to play all the scale that we're going to use. Get a little closer. Now to all my out strummers. Here it is for the out strummers. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to give a shout out to Bing Futch. Again, another shout out to Bing Futch, because like I said in my last video, I do the same key as he does. I'm also going to do shout outs to Steven Seifert. Shout outs to Dulcimer Crossing. Shout outs to Stromelia. Yeah, Dulcimerica, that's what Bing Futch does. He does all the Dulcimerica stuff with the dulcimers. And yeah, so a few chords that you need to know if you're in D major. Now you can do these two ways. Now the only thing you're not going to be able to do is D major, because like I said, if your scale is going to start on the second fret, if this is a D-A-B tuning, and you try to play a D major chord with the bass string, it's not going to come out as a D major. Instead, it's a D minor. So, we're going to substitute that. Instead of a D major on this, we can do a D major right here. We can also do it like this. That's another way. Now, here is one you can also do, which is G. G can be done many ways. Here are the ways that I'm going to show you how to do G. You're going to put your ring finger right here, and you're going to put your thumb right here. So you're going to get this. Now, here is another shortcut. If you don't want to do that, you can also do this. Put your index and middle. Your middle is going to go on the bass, and your index is going to go on the middle string. And your melody strings are not going to do anything. So, therefore, you have this, which I actually find it more easier to do. Another way you can do it. Now, this is going to involve your ring and thumb finger. Your melody strings are going to be playing an octave above. So that's going to sound like this. That is how you do G major. There are many ways to doing that chord. The next one we're going to do is E minor. Another chord that can be played many ways. So here is the first one. Ring finger and thumb. If you want to do it that way, here it is. Here is the more easier one. You can do it with your middle and index, or your ring and index finger. And that sounds like this. And that is how you do a D and E minor chord. The next chord we're going to learn is A major. And that is done many different ways too. Here is an easier way. Your middle finger is going to go on the bass, number 1. Your middle string is going to stay open. Your melody strings are going to be on 1. So that is going to sound like this. That's the more easier one. If you want to do it like this, for your more complicated songs, you're going to use your pinky on your bass and middle, and you're going to use your thumb on your melody string. And that is going to sound like this. Another chord we can do is B minor. But that's not going to sound like a B minor because we don't have F sharp on the bass. So we're going to substitute it and do this. So your middle is going to go on your middle string, and your index is going to go on your melody string, your 2 melody strings, 2nd fret, and your middle, sorry, I forgot to tell you, it's going to go on 1. So that's going to sound like this. Another way we could do it is a 3-string method, where you can use these. Your middle, you're going to be using 3 fingers on this one. Your ring finger is going to go on your middle string. Your middle finger is going to go on one of your melody strings. If you're strumming inward, it's going to go on your first. And then your index is going to go on your bottom melody string. So that's going to sound like this. That's probably going to be really hard to do. Let me remind you, that is going to be really hard to do, but it's going to take time to master it. So, the main chords are D major, G major, E major, A major, and last but not least, B minor. Which is the hardest chord. So basically, You can make different songs just by using those chords. You can also, if you don't want to use your second chord, you can do this. You can do your 1, 4. Okay, so here is another way. Here's an easier way. Instead of using your index, you can use your thumb. That'll make it a lot easier, so you're not putting too much stress on your other fingers. So instead of using your middle finger, you're going to use your ring on your middle string, your index on your first melody string, and your thumb on your top melody. So that'll sound much better. Like this. So you can do many songs like this. Or you can use your middle finger. That'll make it a lot easier. Ring is the same. Your ring is on your middle string, but you can switch your index with your middle finger. That'll make it much easier. So that now you can do lots of stuff like this. So you can do all kinds of songs. Like, you can do, for instance, Don't Stop Believin'. I'll slow it down so y'all can get a more feel for it. Sorry, I was playing it fast. So here is a slower version for y'all. Yeah, and those 4 chords, I figure, the pop music lovers might love it, because you can do those 4 chords on a dulcimer. But if you want to be a true musician, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can do Oh, here's another one. A suspended chord. You can do this many ways. Well, there's only really one way to do it, but actually you can do it many ways. One way is doing this, the hard way, pinky and thumb. Here is a more easier way. Your ring finger is going to go on your bass string on 1, and your index is going to go on 2. on your melody strings. So that is going to sound like this. That is great when you're trying to resolve a chord. And another one. Here is another one. This is actually an A7. Now, you can do it like this. Now, this is the opposite. Your index is now going to go on your bass string. Your middle string is going to stay open. However, your pinky is going to go on your melody strings. So that is going to sound like this. But if you want to do it an easier way, it'll still sound like an A7 if you're playing with other musicians. So that will sound like this. No matter how you play it. So if you think about it, you could do this. So that's actually kind of cool. You can go from A major to A7 and back to D. But you're not going to be doing a D major up here. Oop, hold on. Here we go. So, that is how you play. That are some many ways that you can play dulcimer chords. This is Coin-Operated Rides and Fidget Spinners 2000. Your favorite dulcimer teacher. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And please request some videos from me, because I do take requests. And also, please write down in the comments whether these are helpful for you and how much you love the dulcimer. And I also do make banjo videos. I'll try and make more banjo videos in the near future, but right now, I don't have my banjo right now, but I do have a dulcimer. So I'll be able to do those for y'all. So, be sure to stay tuned for the next dulcimer videos to come out. Thank you for watching.